Hi, Brooke. I want to thank you for taking time out and talking with me a little bit about your experiences with the classes you've been taking with me. First and foremost, thank you for this opportunity to just give another insight about what's going on with the Yoga Amy classes these days, doing them remotely. Just a quick question. What are you finding the most beneficial or that you're appreciating out of this series?
You know, Amy, I love taking yoga classes with you. And I was sad because you're so far away from where I'm physically located. I would have been there every week if you were down the block from me. So I got to tell you, I love that I can take yoga with you now on Zoom. It makes me very, very happy because I am not a traditional fan of yoga. Yoga has always been very difficult for me to do. I don't like being in a room with lots of people. I don't like having to do positions that are challenging for me to hold, and I struggle with it. And when you teach yoga, you do it at a pace that I can follow in a smooth and flowing manner and with enough repetition that I can actually do it and I can actually enjoy it, and I feel my muscles moving and I feel responsive to it, and it's not stressful. It's fun. It's fun the way you teach it.
And that's huge. And, you know, and that piece about having fun, one thing I've been observing in your class in particular is that you have little ones who pop in every now and again.
We do. I have 4, and they'll sometimes stop in for a moment or two and try a pose and show me how they can do it so much better than I ever could. And then they move on. So I am very glad they're not distracting to everybody else on there. But we have so much fun watching you, and they love knowing that you actually see us. It's kind of cool that
Yes.
they can actually see what's going on in our house, which is why I think they have extra fun showing up and showing off.
Showing off, yes. Now, one question I have for you, Brooke, you have taken the gentle class and you've also taken the strength and balance class. What are your thoughts between those two different formats?
Oh, I like them both. I mean, I think even though they're different formats for me, they still have the same things that I like about your teaching. They still have the flow, they still have the repetition, they still have the ability for me to be able to follow along, which has always been my struggle when it comes to yoga in general, is I'll lose track of where we are and not be able to hold a challenging position. So every one of your yoga classes, I found I can increase or decrease the level of strenuousness to what I need that particular day.
Now, how do you feel about that strength and balance class where you sweat sometimes?
I did sweat.
Or is it just me?
I did sweat. It was really good. I need a lot of that too. Yeah, I need all of it. I definitely need a strength training. I mean, now that I'm not going to the gym anymore, I think you've definitely filled that void with the different kinds of classes you offer.
Well, and I announced recently about starting the 30-minute wake up classes. You can get that uplifting, kind of like a strength and balance class, but we're going to be waking up and moving and grooving and start the day off right. So hopefully that'll be something of interest to you as well.
Oh, I definitely will be there because I do love to exercise, ideally before the kids get up and come join me. So that is the best time of day for me, is if I can get some exercise in before I've got the kids running around and showing off behind me. I can get the most stuff done.
So one last question I have for you, the way that you are actually setting up in your home. Can you talk a little bit about that?
Oh, absolutely. You know, I held off on joining your program until I figured out how to connect my laptop to my television in the living room, because it was hard for me to follow on a tiny little laptop screen. So I just took one of those HDMI cables and I connected it right from the TV into my laptop, and I watch you on the TV. So I don't have to look at my tiny little laptop screen. We see you on my big screen TV.
So I'm large and in charge.
Thank you, Amy, for creating this new format and this new excellent way of doing yoga. And now you don't have to be around the corner from me. I can take yoga with you.
Yes, it's great. It's great. I'm so thrilled. And I greatly appreciate you taking time out, Brooke, and giving a little feedback about these online classes as well. So
anytime. Thank you so much for doing what you're doing. Always good to see you.
you too. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.